flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Angie, you want to call the roll, please?
Here.
We
Patty
on?
Conrad,
I guess we are on. Okay, sounds a little low. Go ahead, I'm sorry.
Yeah. Kathy Conrad,
Here,
Mark Pelosi,
Here.
John Normal,
I'm here.
Jack McCain.
That's Lucas McCain. I'm Jack McCain, but I am here.
okay, so we're all present. We have a motion to adopt the minutes as corrected. Yes, have they been corrected to reflect John Normile being present last month?
I'll make the motion. Second.
Okay. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried. All right. New business, PLZBA 2022-0100, 429 River Street, B4 Central Commercial, area variance. The applicant, Jose Theokisto, is proposing to install 2 business signs. Might that be you, sir? Okay, so if you'd introduce you, he doesn't have a microphone. Oh, he does. He just.
He does?
Get up. There you go. Okay, state your name, please, and then what you want to do.
Good evening. My name is Jose Teopisto. I'm the owner of Ocon Arepas, and I own the building as well for 29 River Street. So what I'm proposing to do is install a sign on the back of the building and a sign in the front of the building. And in that sign, with the existing sign that is already there, which is at the side, will be over the 100 square feet allowed in the ordinance. It's going to be about 111. So the 2 signs that I'm proposing to install new, one is existing from my previous location, so I couldn't do anything with the size. And I propose to install that on the back, on the river side. And the other one on the front, it will be a projected sign similar to the ones already in the neighboring businesses. And that's basically what I'm trying to request the board to approve.
Okay, so the one facing north on the side of the building, that sign is already there.
That's
I mean, I know you're going to change the name, but
yeah, that sign
signage is
is already there. And my application, I propose also to change the branding of the same sign. So it still say River Street. It's gonna basically look to my business now.
and the one,
the site is exactly the same. We're not doing anything with the structure on that one.
right, but that's part of the 111 square
Yeah.
feet, right? Yeah. And then you have the one facing the river that's going to be on top of the building.
Yes.
Okay. And then the one on the front is just going to be like the Ryan's Wake
Yeah, it's gonna
Sign
be a
or whatever.
projected sign.
projecting.
Yeah.
Right. Okay, does anybody on the board have any questions for the applicant?
I just had one question. There was a note about having the possibility of having it above the brick. Is
Yeah.
that where it's going to be located or?
Yes, when I initially proposed the sign, it was only that sign because that's the one that I had. And initially I made the application to the building code for that sign to be, let's say, drilled on the facade of the second floor.
Mhm.
And then at that time, they told me you'd rather go to zoning or historic review.
Yeah.
And I went to historic review for the sign and they were okay with it. Was a little bit of confusion, but anyhow, I went there and they said they were okay, but they will prefer not to cover the facade itself, but put it on top.
Mhm.
So the drawings and the designs and all that I have is to put on the facade. But if it's approved, I'll have to do a new application to building code with a new structure to be put on top, with a different supports.
So they they would prefer that, but it was not
Yes,
required.
I mean,
Is that
I think,
understanding?
Yes,
I think
they
so.
didn't like him, put it on the way he wanted.
Yeah.
They didn't put a map,
Mhm.
like I think, which is, in our code, it's not allowed unless it comes to zoning.
Okay,
Yeah,
so either way, he's
So
gotta be here.
part of this, yeah, it sounds like part of this is a waiver to locate a sign above the, I think a sign is not supposed to be mounted above the ceiling of the floor or the ceiling, yeah, of the floor for which the business is located, right? So his business is on the second floor. Locating it above the roof line means it's above the ceiling of the second floor. So you need a waiver for that. And then he needs an area variance for the 11 square feet of relief for the total signage. So
Okay.
those are the two things that you guys would. be
So if
approving this
we
evening.
do that, then you don't need to come back in order to put it above the facade because we're giving that waiver now.
Correct.
Okay, so are you willing to put it above the facade if you get that waiver tonight?
yes, I can do that. Actually, when they propose that, it probably turns to be easier
Okay,
than putting on the facade.
okay.
So your preferred location would be above
Yeah,
the brick.
And the other issue, excuse me, is 11 square feet.
Correct. The maximum amount of signage we allow for any business is 100 square feet. This totals, it's circular sign, it totals 111.
Have to use pi to figure out the square footage.
Yeah.
Yes, we used many maths to figure this out.
I personally did, measure everything. So I went in a boom lift and measured the.
You
all
just
the
had to
down-
go from the middle to the
Yeah.
perimeter and then use 3.14.
Yeah. Do we have any more questions? I would say unless there's somebody zooming, that we have no one here to speak in favor or against this proposal, since there's no one else here in the room. And Angie, there's no one on that's virtually here. So that being the case, should we just move along?
We need a secret.
We need a secret.
Madam Chair, I move that for PLZBA 2022-0100, that the board find this proposal to be an unlisted action with sufficient of information available upon which to make a determination that the project is not expected to cause significant environmental impact.
Do we have a second? Jack McCann on the motion, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried. Do we have a motion for the application?
Madam Chair, I would move to approve the area variance. An undesirable change will not be produced in the character of the neighborhood, nor will a detriment to nearby properties be created by this variance. The applicant is using signage that's already there, as well as using the signage that he already owns. So in that way, there's no way to achieve it other than an area variance. I don't believe it's substantial. It's 11 square feet out of 100. And again, it won't have an adverse effect or impact on the physical environmental conditions in the neighborhood. And included with this move to approve the area variance would be a waiver that the applicant be approved to hang the signage above the facade of the building, which would put it above the ceiling of the second floor where his business will be located. Fair enough? Okay,
Do we have a second? John Normal seconds on the motion. Jack McCann,
Yes, to approve.
Mark Palazzi,
I would just like to add, in addition to what Katie indicated, that while I do consider this to be a self-created hardship, it does not in any way preclude us from granting this application. So I would vote yes to approve as well.
Kathy Conroy, yes to approve, John Normile,
Vote yes to approve.
and Katie McLaren.
yes to approve.
Okay, there you go. Good luck.
Thank you very much.
Yep,
Appreciate
hope it works out for you.
Motion to adjourn.
I'll make a motion to adjourn.
No further business.
Second.
Motion to adjourn. We have a second. All in favor? Aye.
Aye.